So first of all, we have the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic. So already we know the word of the mean. Like we are heard this word in the college time or school time. Already we heard this word, right? Arithmetic, which means like a calculation. So whatever the calculation is coming under, so that is called the arithmetic, which means like it has a plus symbol, minus, and percentage. Sorry, multiplication, division, and percentage. So these are all the arithmetic operators. So plus means they are actually calling as a addition. So minus means it is a subtraction. And multiplication, the star means they are calling as a multiplication. So usually star like a multiplication means looks like this one only, right? So but it is considered as a x as a character. So we are not going to the multiplication with the into symbol. So that is what we are going to with the star. Star is a multiplication.
Oh,
This is a division. This is a modulo. So these are all the so these are all the operators we have. So we will go by each concept. So first of all, we have the plus symbol. Plus means we can add the data with one more data. So if we have the one of the data like 100, if you want to add with 100 plus some other value, we can add it. So how can we have to display the 100 in our result environment? Yesterday we saw. Did you remember? So if you want to show the like if you want to display their own text means we have to do something. Did you remember that? We
yeah,
have to add the
theoretical.
yeah, select 100 from dual. So anyway, the snowflake it's not required for dual as well. So I just ran like with the dual. Now we can see this 100 where it's coming with the row. So like a row means it has a table data, right? So whenever the data is coming into the inside, that is called the table data. So now we can see 100 is coming into here. So anyway, we don't want to the from dual as well. I just ran like this only, it will work. Okay, so now what we are going to do, so now we are going to do the understanding the arithmetic. So if I want to run the like this, so 100 150, what will happen? So you can see any one number only it will going to be displayed. So if I ran like this 100 and 150 means it shows the error. So why it throws the error? At least we should use the any operator inside any operator. Like if I am using the comma means what will happen? So the
Both will.
comma will separate this one column and this one column. Now you can see both will be separated. Without using operator it will never work. So like it shows the error only. So if I want to add these two number means instead of comma I just use for the plus symbol. Then what will happen? So automatically these two digit will be adding this place. Okay, so this is what actually the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator means it will be adding the two numbers. Okay, so now we will try to understand. So arithmetic can adding the characters like will try to this one. Select a plus a. We'll try to understand, we'll try to see. So the character can be add. So here you can see numeric value is not recognized, which means arithmetic operator arithmetic operator only accepted on numbers only. It will never accept the characters. Okay, so you can understand, no? So
Yeah.
this is a plus symbol. You should use this plus symbol in between of the characters. If you want to add one more character means you can add the plus symbol. Again you can add like this we can add the n number of we can add here also with using the arithmetic operator. So this is what arithmetic operator. Now we will try to add the subtraction operator. So this is for the addition operator. We will try to go with the subtraction operator. Same. So if you want to add the if you want to subtract, like if you want to minus something into from that number, we will use for this subtraction. So I just using for the 100 minus 150, it will comes to the minus 50 because this is the 150 is the biggest number. So that's what it's coming to the minus number. Like if I'm doing like this means it will never comes to the minus, start with minus. Okay, 100 minus 50, the rest of the amount is 50 only, it's balancing. So I just using this is what the subtraction. So next is a multiplication. Select 2 into 5. if I add like this means what will happen? So 2 into 5 will comes to the 10. So now you can see. So now we will get one more doubt. So already we are using for the star, right? So one of the time we are using for the star, which means like I already told yesterday that is the all columns. But now I am telling it is a multiplication. When it comes to the all column, when it comes to the multiplication. So if it is star all columns means if I are not using the numbers, so directly if we are using for the star means now that is what actually it is calling the all columns. Okay, if I'm using the star with like any numbers, so it will automatically consider, okay, this is the arithmetic operator using the multiplication. Okay, like that it is working. So okay, so next one is the division. Select 10 divided by 2. We'll see what will happen. So 10 divided by 2, it will be dividing some values. Okay, so this is what the division. So next one is the modulo. Select 10 modulo 3. So you can see division means what is the answer will come. So we have do one of the like this we have do the division. So we have, if you have the 2 means like we can add the, instead of 2 we will add the 10. So inside the 10 we have do this division. Do you remember when while schooling we are doing this kind of the
Yeah.
division? So how many threes inside the 10? There are three
Three.
tens we have.
Three.
So overall it's coming into the 9. Then balance is 1. So division means what is the answer will come. So if again they will be
One.
put one more 0 and like that will come they put some a point, then again add some values, right? Again 0, then again 3, like that we are adding, right? So division means what is the answer we have received. So in
One.
division means this is a value we will receive. So but we are not getting the result value, right? So you can see what is the remainder value. So you can see if I add the 10 divided by 3 means, so we are receive the what is the answer 3.3.3 like we are receiving the divided value. So which means like top of the answer. So this area only we will receive. So we are not getting the remainder value. So what is the remainder value? It is remainder one only is the remainder value. So if we have the 10 times like 3 times 3 we have that overall 9, so balance is 1. So that is a remainder value. So if you want to see the remainder value, then you can use for the modulo. So what's happening here? So if you want to see the remainder value, you want to you should use for the modulo on in this instead of this symbol. I have added this percentage. You can see now you will receive the 1, right? So that is called the modulo. So which means like a remainder. So this is what the arithmetic operator. So are you understanding what is how this arithmetic operator is working?
Yeah.
Okay, now we will go to some advanced. So I need only one select query. Inside the select query, I have to add these are all the different columns. Okay, so how can we have to add? I have only use for the only one select query. I just use this addition operator and subtraction operator. So is that working fine or it will throw the error?
It will throw error.
It will throw the error definitely. So now you can see it will throw the error. What I need to do? So I want this one column. This is another column. So we have to use for the comma. So comma it will what will do? Comma will do the separator. So this will works for this column. This will works for this column. So how it will work with using for the comma? So comma is the separator. So can you so understand this one? So how we are using for the single select
Yeah.
statement with using all the query. So now I'm using for the again comma. Now I'm using for this another. So like that I'm using for the all the values. Okay. So all are came. Now we'll see. All or comes into the separate column. But the thing is, you can see whatever I have put it in the formula, that formula it shows in column, right? So the column name it looks like awkward. So if anyone asking to us the any kind of this salary plus amount column means we are not able to show this one. So otherwise we will having the one more I will show to the one more example. We have the salary column into in my employees table. Select salary from employees. So now the question is, whoever having the salary, so we have to give the 500 additional amount or 1,000 rupees additional bonus we have to provide to them. So what we can do? So we just put the comma salary plus 1,000. So what will happen? Whatever the salary column has the record. So if I have the record like this, 24,000 means what will happen? Plus 1,000. So then automatically 24,000 will be added with thousands, then it shows like a 25,000. You understand this one?
Yeah.
So whatever the record we have inside that, so I just added with the 1,000, automatically this will add the 1,000 rupees extra. So 24,000 it's turned to, so 25,000, 17 is turned into the 18. So this is what actually arithmetic operator is doing. So arithmetic operators can do inside the column as well. So select a salary plus 1,000. So if I'm using the 2 times salary, right? So nothing will happen. So because this is a original salary, this is a converted salary. So here you can see this is a original salary, this is a converted salary. So the requirement is you have to add the salary with the sum of the amount, but you can see the column name whatever I added into here. So like whatever I have used in this formula, the same formula will display at here, right? So this is not look goods. So actually they wanted to change the column name. For this column is salary, it's fine, but this is a bonus column, right? So we have to add the column name instead of this salary plus 100. We have to add the bonus column name. We need to change. So how we have to change? So now you can comes to in this point. You can see whatever the data it is turned whatever the performance is happen inside the data, but whatever I gave inside in the formula, those formula will display into the column name, right? So I don't like this column name to looks like this. I have to do the changes. So that is we have to do the alias concept. So normally everyone is telling like this the pronouncing is a alias name. So in Oracle or Snowflake or database world, like they are actually calling as a alias name. So inside the alias we have the 3 different alias we have. One is the column alias, another one is the table alias, third one is the object alias. So this is what actually alias concept. You can see what it mean by the alias. If everyone have the multiple names, so someone is calling to me as a Nizam, some people are calling to me as a Nijamuddin. So I have the alias name of actually my original name is a Nijamuddin. So some people are calling as a Nizam. So some people are calling as a Bruce as well. Like so, these are all the alias name for me. So we can see. So we have one name. That one name have the separate names, right? So this is what actually alias. So we have to providing the one more name as the column name. That is what the alias. So in now we are going to learn about the column names. Column name means we have to providing the another name. So it is used to provide the new name of the column. So we are given to the new name of the column. It is temporary only, so it will never change permanently. In future we will learn how to rename the column permanently, so I will show that one as well. Okay, now we will go to the alias concept. So here you can see 100 plus 100. So how we have to use the alias? We have to use the alias with using the as keyword. So as keyword is used to you can use the as keyword for alias. Use the as keyword for alias. Okay, so now you can see 100 plus 100. In this place you can add the as keyword on here. Now you can give the whatever the name you are like. So 100 plus 100 what we are doing? So actually we are doing for the
Addition.
addition. Exactly, so addition. So I just gave to like this and I just go to in here. Now you can see automatically this 100 plus 100 addition, automatically the name will be changed. The column name is as changed, right? So this is what actually alias is doing. Alias is doing by, so column changes, so column name has been changed. Okay, now 100 minus 50. So this is actually subtraction. So I just used subtraction as keyword and subtraction. Now you can see that subtraction will be like automatically the subtraction will come the column name. So now we have to see as keyword. Now I'm going to remove this as keyword. I'm just trying to check without as keyword it's working or not. So I'm just trying. You can see that without as keyword also alias will work, because as keyword is a not mandatory, that is a optional. Okay, so if you are not using the as keyword also, alias will work. So how it's work? So here we have the data. After the data is performing, there are something we have given. So that is actually the SQL automatically consider as a alias name. So automatically it is taking. Okay, so now you can tell as keyword is a mandatory or not.
No.
No, as keyword is not mandatory. As keyword is not mandatory. Okay, now we will go to for the next one. So I'm just telling to you one more example. So if we have the data like this, so I just use for the employee ID and employee ID and first name from employees. What I was did, I just forget to I just forget to given the comma. Okay, so if I gave the comma, what will happen? So if I gave the comma, employee ID
Two
and first name
columns.
will be comes to the two column, two different column will comes to the separately. If I forget to comma, what will happen? I remove the comma, so it is also working. But what it shows? Employee ID will comes to the data for the employee ID taking the alias name of first name. So why it's coming like this? Because we are not given the comma, right? So automatically it is considered as a employee ID column taking for the first name as a alias name. So can we understand for this query? We are not able to understand if we are doing like this, because we are
Yeah.
did mistake. Yeah, if we are doing the mistake, but automatically the query considering as a alias name, right? So always you try to give the alias name with as keyword. Then only now you can consider employee ID as first name. Oh, okay. So employee ID we are given to the employee ID column name as a first name. So now we can easily understand, right? So even though like if you are not using the as keyword also, the query will work fine. Not an issue. That alias will work not an issue. But whenever you have to given the alias name, you should try to give the as keyword. That is for good for practice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. As keyword is not mandatory, but it is good for this. Okay, so two scenarios we have seen. One is using the as keyword, another one is without as keyword. So now I'm going to using the one more thing. Like if I'm using the alias name with the space, what will happen? So it is a multiplication, right? So I just given to the it is multiplication, like that I give. So the alias name comes with the space. So what will happen? We'll see what is the result it shows. So alias name will not accept this space. If I run, it will throw the error. So it is in this place it shows the error. So alias name does not accept the errors. Alias name does not accept the spaces, does not accept the spaces. So instead of spaces we can do one thing. So instead of spaces we can add underscore. We can add the underscore. So you can see alias name does not accept the spaces. So instead of spaces we can do one more thing. We can just add the underscore. So like if we are adding the underscore, then what will happen? So this text has been be combined. So all this text is be looks like single text only, right? So now you can see it will works fine now in this time, because we are not separated. Are you understand this one? So
Yeah.
always they are using for the underscore only if the column name contains the space. Now you can see this employees table as well. Select star from employees. In real time they will never use for this space. Instead of the space you can see every places they are using for the underscore. Employee underscore ID, first underscore name, last underscore name. So like that they are using for the underscore instead of the spaces. So this is you can use for the underscore for the, if you want to the spaces you can use for the underscore. If you want really underscore, sorry, if you want really the spaces, I don't want to the underscore also, I should have the spaces inside the column. Means what we will do? So now we will try to have the with spaces as well. So it is division. Now what I'm trying to do, so space will not work for the alias name. So that is the reason I was doing for the underscore. But in now this case, what actually they are telling, so I don't want to the underscore. I really want for the spaces only. So how we have to implement this one means, like we can add the double quotes. So if you are the add the double quotes inside the alias, then automatically it will be coming into the spaces. Okay, so if you want to really the spaces in column name, you should add the double quotes of the column. So you can see these are all I just gave for the camel case only. Like it is a first letter is a capital letter, so all are the rest of the small letter, right? So if you are adding like that, the column alias always taking as a capital case, sorry, capital only. But if you add the double quotes, whatever we give inside the data, automatically the data will be considered however the user given, the same data will be displayed on here. Okay, so this is what the double quotes is doing. So the double quotes is used for the whatever the user given inside the data, like however it is looks like the same thing, it will be displayed to us. So if it has the spaces, or if it has the single like a small letters, nothing
It'll
will consider.
take as a single character.
Sorry.
Like it'll take like for character.
It will, yeah, correct. It will be taking as a single, entirely it is considered as a one character. That character we can give as a column name. Okay, so this is what actually the alias is doing. So you can understand now the column alias how it is working.
Yeah.
So great. So this is what the alias. Now we will go to that previous query. So which we are added into the select. Yeah. Now you can see this is a salary column with using the bonus salary plus 1,000. So I don't want to look. I do not want to this kind of column name. I just wanted the bonus on in this place. What I need to do?
Select salary
Okay, select salary, comma salary plus
plus
1,000.
1,000
Okay.
as bonus.
Super, as bonus. If I'm using like this, automatically the column name is has been changed to the bonus column. Okay, so now you can understand, right? So how we are using for the
Yeah.
alias name with using the arithmetic operators. Okay, now we will move to the next chapter. So these are all our arithmetic we are done. So also we are done for the alias concept as well. So now we will move to the character operator. So character operator means now, as of now we are doing the adding the numbers only. So now we will try to add the characters, which means as of now we are working for the numbers only, right? So these are all the numbers only. So arithmetic operator, it is arithmetic operator used to calculation purpose. So this is actually used for the calculation purpose. It will it does not accept the characters. So you can see this arithmetic operator does not accept the character.